Watch your step. Minutes later, Langdon was seated inside the empty cabin. The pilot buckled him into the front row and disappeared toward the front of the aircraft. The cabin itself looked surprisingly like a wide-body commercial airliner. The only exception was that it had no windows, which made Langdon uneasy. He had been haunted his whole life by a mild case of claustrophobia, the vestige of a childhood incident he had never quite overcome. Langdon's aversion to closed spaces was by no means debilitating, but it had always frustrated him. It manifested itself in subtle ways. He avoided enclosed sports like racquetball or squash, and he had gladly paid a small fortune for his airy, high-ceiling Victorian home even though economical faculty housing was readily available. Langdon had often suspected his attraction to the art world as a young boy sprang from his love of museums' wide-open spaces. The engines roared to life beneath him, sending a deep shudder through the hull. Langdon swallowed hard and waited. He felt the plane start taxiing. Piped-in country music began playing quietly overhead. A phone on the wall beside him beeped twice. Langdon lifted the receiver. "Hello? Comfortable, Mr. Langdon?" "Not at all. Just relax. We'll be there in an hour." "And where exactly is there?" Langdon asked, realizing he had no idea where he was headed. "Geneva," the pilot replied, revving the engines. "The lab's in Geneva." "Geneva?" Langdon repeated, feeling a little better. "Upstate New York. I've actually got family near Seneca Lake." "I wasn't aware Geneva had a physics lab." The pilot laughed. "Not Geneva, New York, Mr. Langdon. Geneva, Switzerland." The word took a long moment to register. "Switzerland?" Langdon felt his pulse surge. "I thought you said the lab was only an hour away." "It is, Mr. Langdon." The pilot chuckled. "This plane goes Mach 15. 5. On a busy European street, the killer serpentined through a crowd. He was a powerful man. Dark and potent. Deceptively agile. His muscles still felt hard from the thrill of his meeting. It went well, he told himself. Although his employer had never revealed his face, the killer felt honored to be in his presence. Had it really been only 15 days since his employer had first made contact? The killer still remembered every word of that call. "My name is Janus," the caller had said. "We are kinsmen of a sort. We share an enemy. I hear your skills are for hire." "It depends whom you represent," the killer replied. The caller told him, "Is this your idea of a joke?" "You have heard our name, I see," the caller replied. "Of course. The Brotherhood is legendary. And yet you find yourself doubting I am genuine. Everyone knows the brothers have faded to dust. A devious ploy. The most dangerous enemy is that which no one fears." The killer was skeptical. The Brotherhood endures? Deeper underground than ever before,